Hello, this is a short video in which I'm going to share with you my 4 favorite poses for releasing tension around the upper back and the neck. So this would be perfect for you to do if you spent a lot of time sitting at a desk or maybe looking at your device and find you're getting a little bit stiff around the upper back. First, take a seat, sitting a little bit on the edge of the seat so that you can ground your feet and your spine naturally rises up straight. And then pause, just relax the hands in the lap, settle the shoulders, and take a breath in, just checking in, feeling how the body's feeling, and slowing and steadying the breath. And before we get into the 4 exercises, first just make sure that your head is nicely stacked on top of your spine. So the sides of the neck are drawing back, the shoulders are soft, front of the chest is open. And then breathing in and breathing out. And one more breath in. And long, slow exhale. And then before we get into the exercises, just check in, feel how the neck is moving. So nice and slow, turn the head to one side and just feel the range, feel how fluid the movement feels to you. And then head back to center. And then other side, just notice how far you can go, notice how it feels. And head back to center, one more either time, head turns. Head back to center, and nice and slow, feeling how the movement feels to you. And then head back to center. Lovely. And take a breath in. A long, slow breath out. Lovely. We're ready to start. So the first movement is a cat-cow. So starting to move through the spine, just relaxing the hands on the lap. And as you breathe in, lift the chest up. The shoulders draw away from your ears and maybe open up to the back. The head looks up just a little bit. Breathing in here. And then as you breathe out, curl the spine back. You can straighten the arms, maybe leaning back, the navel's firming in. A little bit of a stretch through the upper back. And then we'll move back and forth with the breath. So inhaling, chest lift, shoulders down and back. Exhale, rounding the spine back, navel's firming in. And let's do 2 more. Inhale, chest lifts, shoulders down and back. And exhale, rounding it back. And then last time, inhale, chest lifts, shoulders down and back. And exhale, rounding it back. And then come up to a nice neutral spine, relaxing the shoulders down. And we're going to do the same movement, but this time adding in the arms. So we're adding a little bit of more movement through the shoulders. So bringing your arms to cactus arms, you can keep the elbows in. And then take the elbows back, so you're opening up through the chest, and that same movement through the spine. Chest lift, shoulders down and back as you inhale. And then as you exhale, round the spine back, and just bring the forearms to touch in the front. The chin tucks in. And then moving back and forth with the breath. Inhale, arms back, chest lifts. Exhale, round in the spine back, elbows to touch. And 2 more. Inhale, arms back, chest lifts. Exhale, rounding it back. And then last time, inhale, arms back, chest lifts. And exhale, rounding it back, chin tucks in. And then come back to straight spine. Just keep the arms in cactus arms. Maybe take the arms back a little bit so you're opening up through the chest. And then as you inhale, lift the chest up, a little bit of a back bend. And then as you exhale, just relax the arms down, coming back to neutral spine. And then pause here for a breath, breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. And moving on to the second pose, we'll start with arm raises. So first just dangle the arm down and give it a little shake, just releasing any tension you might have around the connection between the arm and the neck. Imagine that the arm is kind of disconnected from the socket. Give it a little shake. And then as you inhale, just float the arm up, fingers pointing up towards the ceiling. And if you're quite tight in the upper back, you might find that the ribs flare out, so you come into a little bit of a back bend. Keep the arm there, but soften the front ribs down, so you're getting a little bit more into the shoulder. I'm going to start by just moving the arm up and down. So inhale, stretch the arm up. Exhale, floating it down. And again, inhale, arm floats up, front ribs stay down. And exhale, floating it down. And one more time, just the arm. Inhale, arm floats up, front ribs down. And exhale, it down. Now we're going to do the same thing, but this time adding in the head. So as the arm is down, maybe take it a little bit back behind you and turn the head away from your arm. And we're going to move the head and the arm together. So as you inhale, arm floats up, head comes back to center, front ribs stay down. As you exhale, arm floats down, head turns away. And let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, arm up, head back to center. Exhale, arm down, turning away. And then last time, inhale, arm up, head back to center. As you exhale, arm floats down, head turns away. And then pause here a moment, stretching the arm way behind you. Maybe turning the head a little bit more if it feels comfortable. Stay here, breathe in. And breathe out. Everything back to center. And then pause for breath, breathing in. And let the breath go. Lovely. Same thing, second side. So other arm, dangle it down. Give it a little shake. And really consciously softening around the shoulder joint, the upper back. And then as you inhale, just float the arm up. And pause there. Notice what's happened with the front ribs. If they've kind of flared out, that one might be the tightness in the upper back. So just soften the ribs down so you're working into a little bit of that resistance in the shoulder and the upper back. Inhale here, arm goes long. Exhale, float the arm down. And we'll do 2 more, just the arm. So inhale, arm up, front ribs stay down, working into that resistance. Exhale, float the arm down. And last time, just the arm. Inhale, arm floats up. And exhale, float the arm down. Now adding in the head. So the arm, take it back a little bit. So you're opening up through the front of the shoulder. And then turning the head so you're looking away from your fingers. And now moving both with the breath. Inhale, arm up, head back to center. Front ribs stay down. Exhale, arm down, looking away from your arm. And again, inhale, arm up, head back to center. Exhale, arm down, turning your head away. And then last time, inhale, arm up, head back to center. And exhale, arm down, turn the head away. Pause here, stretch your arm long. Maybe turn your head a little bit more. And breathing in, chest is lifting. And breathing out, head back to center. Hand back to your knee. And then take the shoulders, just roll them up and back. And again, moving the neck, just helping to loosen things up. Lovely. And then pausing here, breath in. And let it go. Good. So moving on to the third of my 4 poses. This one is a twist. So we're going to do a simple twist first, and then we'll do the twist again, adding in some head movements. So knees will stay straight. Hand comes to the opposite knee. Other hand comes behind you. And we're going to be twisting towards the hand that's on the knee. So as you inhale, get tall through the spine. Keep the shoulders back. And then as you exhale, just coming into the twist. You can use the hand a little bit of leverage to give you more lift through the spine. And then staying in the twist, draw the front ribs in, take the shoulders back, and 1 breath, inhaling, getting tall. Exhaling, maybe twisting a little bit further. And then releasing, coming back to center. Lovely. We do the same thing on the second side. So other hand comes to the opposite knee. This hand comes behind you, and this hand I like to use to give me a little bit more lift through the spine. So first inhale, get tall. And then exhaling into the twist. And then staying in the twist, use your breath to find a little bit more rotation. So as you inhale, try to go long through the spine, keeping the shoulders down. And then as you exhale, maybe find a little bit more sensation of twist. The tummy, navel's firming in. 1 more breath, inhale, get tall. Exhale, maybe twisting a little bit further. And then release. All the way back to center. And breathing in. Let the breath go. Lovely. Now we're going to do the same twist again, but this time we're going to stay in the twist with the body, but we're going to be turning the head back and forth a couple times. And in that way, we're working the spine in different rotations, helping to release some of the tension that might creep in from poor posture habits. So again, coming into the twist the same way we did. hand to the opposite knee, other hand behind you. As you inhale, get tall through the spine. And exhaling into the twist. And then stay in the twist, kind of firming in the navel, using the hands to gently find more length through the spine. And then inhaling here. And then as you exhale, the body stays in the twist, just the head turns back. Maybe looking over your shoulder as far as feels comfortable. Body stays in the twist, head turns back into the twist. And then one more time, body stays in the twist, just the head turns all the way back. Maybe looking over your opposite shoulder. Then as you inhale, get tall again. And then as you exhale, the body comes back to center. Lovely. Rolling the shoulders. If you feel any kind of tension creeping into the back, then just a little bit of movement to help release that. And then the same thing on the second side. So hand to the opposite knee. Other hand comes behind you. Inhale, get tall. Exhale into the twist. And keep the shoulders softening away. And try to find length through the spine, all the way through the crown of the head. And then staying in the twist. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, the body stays in the twist. Just the head turns back. Take it as far as you comfortably can. And then body stays in the twist. Head goes back into the twist. And then one more time. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, head only turns back. And then stay here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, the body comes back to center. Lovely. Rolling the shoulders. A little bit of kind of undulation through the spine to help release any tension. And then pause, coming back to stillness. And then here, taking a breath in. And letting the breath go. Lovely. Now coming on to the last of my 4 favorite poses for upper back and neck tension. And this one is working the arms. So you can either, if you're a little bit tight in the upper back, then you can either bring the forearms to touch. If you're feeling a little bit more open, then you would bring the arms out in front, and I will mirror you. You will bring the left arm underneath the right, bind as high as you can above the elbows, and then wrap the forearms and the hands together, coming to the spine. If you find that you're kind of out like this, then just come back to the first one where the forearms are touching. And you're looking for a stretch through the upper back. So I will take the version with the binding arms. So left arm comes underneath the right. Get as high as you can above the elbow, and then wrap the forearms and the hands around. And squeezing the forearms and the hands together. Lift the elbow tips up just a little bit. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. And breathing in here. And breathing out here. Lovely. And then staying here, take the hands, point them to your right. And then take the head, point your head to the left. So your head and your fingers are pointing in opposite directions. Keep squeezing the forearms together. Keep lifting the elbow tips up and breathing in and breathing out. And so you're looking for a little bit of sensation around the right shoulder blade, and then bring the head and the hands back to center. And then stay here if you can. As you inhale, lift the elbows up. And then as you exhale, curl the upper back down. So you're just stretching through the upper back. And then stay here, breathing in, spreading the shoulder blades apart. And then lifting back up as you breathe out. And release the hands. And feel the sensation through the shoulders, through the arms. A little bit of tingling. And then rolling the shoulders. And breathing into any of that sensation. And just for a moment, rest the hands in the lap. And pause, breath in. And let the breath go. Lovely. Same thing, second side. So again, remember, if you're finding it a little bit difficult to bind the elbows, just simply bring the arms together, and you can still do that tilting, and you can still get that sensation of opening through the upper back. I'm going to bind, so if you bring your arms out, if you're binding, and then this time the right arm comes underneath the left. Bind as high as you can above the elbows, wrap forearms and hands together. And then lift the elbows up, at the same time softening the shoulders down. Squeeze the forearms and hands together. And a breath in. And let the breath out. And then adding on. So this time the fingers point to your left. The head points in the opposite direction to your right. And then staying here, keep squeezing the forearms together. Maybe pressing the elbows a little bit towards me. And the breath in. And a breath out. And then hands head back to center. As you breathe in, lift the elbows up, chest lifts up. And then releasing your breath, curling the upper back down. So the navel pulls in. So it's a back bend through the upper back. And staying here, as you breathe in, spread the shoulder blades apart. And as you breathe out, rising back up. And release. Let the arms float down. Give the hands a little shake. Give the shoulders a roll. And then resting the hands back in the lap. Lovely. And those were the 4 poses, my 4 favorite poses for releasing tension through the upper back and the neck. And just to check in with how the practice has affected you. Stacking the spine up nice and tall, softening the shoulders down, and then turning the neck and just feeling how this movement feels different from the first time you did it. So turning the head one direction, and then back to center. Same thing, other side. And just feel how fluid the movement feels. Maybe you can turn your head a little bit further, maybe not, but just checking in. And then pausing, breath in, and a breath out. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this and found it helpful. I'd love to hear how you get on, so send me a message. Thank you, bye.